Real Talk with Brandon, right here on Hits 92.3 ATL, the real definition of internet radio.
So how is working with Mr. Tyler Perry?
Honey, I'm still in awe every time, and honestly, I haven't really even fully processed it. I feel like I'm still like in shock every time he's on set because he's such a mammoth in this industry and just like a titan, and it's just like to see someone like that, to see the way he commands the room. Not only that, he's big. The man is tall and large, so it's just such a commanding presence. It's incredible to see how the trajectory of his career has gone. It really does let you know that anything is possible. Just like my story. I mean, the things he's been able to do in my life and for me and my family, like, you know what I mean? Like, just by blessing me the way he's been able to bless everyone in my home and in contact with me, it's like to do that on an infinite scale. Like, I'm just one person he's affected. To think about that, how many times over, it's I can only hope to have that kind of impact.
And that's why I don't entertain any comments that are negative about Mr. Perry ever. I was like, Tyler Perry, I was like, no, I respect that man.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing bad about him to me.
And you literally can't.
No,
everything
you
you say, I mean, there's nothing bad to be said.
Yeah. See, well, we got a witness, okay? If anybody knows, speaking of TV, I don't even know which show to start with. And let me tell you, when I first started following you, Pretty for a Big Girl, I remember you did that show. I was like, I like her. She is so pretty. So I started following you a long time ago, like just kind of watching you grow from that project and some other projects leading up to Zatima, which I am a fan. I love Zatima. We're going to talk about Zatima first. So how was that? How was it being a part of that cast, and how was it? Because is that your first main lead role in
a TV series? Yes. Okay. Zatima is life. Like, every time I see it, and I go on Hulu or I go on Amazon Prime or I go on BT Plus or anything, and I can pull it up and see it at any time, it's like, I prayed for this, and to see how quickly it was actualized. Because yes, I've been doing theater for forever, but it took me a long time to break into television. Like, I was submitting and doing small projects here and indie films here, but to actually get on TV, it was like, it took a minute, but when it rained, it pours. First got I had one scene in All the Queen's Men on BET Plus, and
I
then
remember that.
From that, they wanted me to audition for my role in Zatima as a series regular. That is a huge leap. Like, to go from a person who's playing one scene to a person who's in every season. Every episode.
One scene, though, you killed that one scene, though. Listen, everybody was talking about that.
Yes, and it was so much fun. People have all their ideas of what it was like, and it's like, honestly, it was I don't even know how to express it. Was kind of like a release. I was happy to do it. It felt good. Y'all don't know.
I feel like you changed a lot of people's life with that. No. You changed a lot of people's life with that. There was representation with that one scene alone, and you made everybody feel like I can do anything.
Thank you.
She's a full figure woman. She's gorgeous. She can do anything. She can act. She can this, I can do this. So it was just like, it did something for a lot of people. It did. I kept hearing
Thank you. And that's how I felt too. At first I was a little scared. And for people who don't know, the scene is a little explicit. The show is a little explicit, okay? And I had a lot of reservations thinking, how people perceive this, judgment. My mom is real old school, so I was scared to talk to her for a few days. But I've only gotten good feedback from it. I've only got a lot of support and people who have good things to say about it and how it was presented, because honestly, it was beautiful. Shout out to Tyler Perry, BC, and all of them for that, because the way that they put it together was genuinely like, I hadn't even seen a scene like that represented that way in a long time. And then it wasn't like we were lovers. It was like a very unique situation.
You was outside.
Y'all go check it out.
She was outside. I loved it. I love that.
But from that, they wanted me to audition for Zatima, and to book a series regular, your second time on TV, really, and then to also for that to turn into you being written into Sisters, because of course Zatima is a spinoff of Sisters on BET. Sisters is the #1 show on cable television. Let's just say that. So then to be written in as a character on that, in order for our spinoff to make sense, it was just like, Lord, I don't know what I did, but thank you. I genuinely, because I don't take light of the work that I put in, of course, but the favor is incredible.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like, Yes, girl. I loved it. Like, it's just, and like I said, the show is really great. I feel like you're represented well. Your attire, like dressing in those heels and dresses and stuff. I was like, girl, you better do that.
Thank
so, how do they? So, how did you feel about the wardrobe and hair and makeup?
When I saw like what Tyler wanted for my character, one of the first things was that I was like stylish and trendy. I very much so felt like he trusted me with that. And then when I walked into my first fitting, I was like, I don't think they read the same thing. So what you'll notice, especially as the season progresses, is my style changes, but it's because I became more and more comfortable, more confident in vocalizing that when I wasn't completely 100% happy with, because I felt a responsibility to represent plus size women a certain way, and I didn't want to be standing next to Crystal Hazlett, KJ Smith, and Eva Marcel looking crazy. You all were not about to have me looking, like somebody's maid or something. So I took it very, personally to represent us, and I think we've been represented well.
Absolutely.
Would y'all check it out?
Absolutely.
And Angela, she's outside now. So
yes, Angela.
It gets real fun.
I love it. Listen, I love it. I was like, okay. And I just love how you embody the character and you just really just have a good it seems like you really have a good time with it. And that's important because in order to really be able to deliver, and especially on your job and not for it to feel like work, you have to be able to have fun with it. So it feels like you are. So how is I can't think of his name. What's your boyfriend's name on the show?
His name is Bryce on the show. His name is Remington Harvey.
Yeah, how is he? How's it working with him?
Oh, he's incredible. He's the sweetest. Honestly, the entire cast is just fun. Everybody's so much fun. I cannot tell you how incredibly blessed I feel to have a cast that is like genuinely as funny as they are on screen behind the scenes. It's amazing.
And let's ask the question that everybody wants to know. All right, so we're going to play a little game. And we're going to get in your business a little bit.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. So I am going to give the next portion of our show is, it's called Action or Cut. Okay. And so action is if you agree with it or you would. So it's kind of like a smash. And then if you do not agree, then you would say cut. But before I ask that, I gotta ask the person a question. Are you single?
I'm not married.
You're not married? She is not married.
Yes, Kiki!
Listen, this is the culture of the Kiki. This is Kiki Palmer's culture. Honey. This is not right. No, do not support that.
Not on Kiki's internet.
I'm just saying. Okay. You just gotta ask. Listen. So do people be in your DM all the time, being weird?
Oh, weird. Yeah, and that was before I was on TV.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah. It's insane.
How do you manage all that? Like, because your stardom is building like really fast. So how are you managing all of that? Because I think about it sometimes. It's like, what if when my life takes off and goes to this next level that I'm working towards, like how's it gonna be? Like how do you handle like stardom and stuff like that? Like how did you make the adjustment, or were you just kind of used to the attention, or you just?
I was a little used to it because I was recognizable from the internet prior to being on TV, but it's a different beast, especially when you're in like the Tyler Perry umbrella, because the fans are hardcore. So like the little things that I used to be able to get away with, like going to the store with my bonnet on, don't judge me. I can't do that no more. People are stopping me to take pictures. If I'm in the airport, I'm getting stopped for pictures and stuff like that. So that's been an adjustment. But online, it's been no real difference. The trolls were trolling long before, and I'm really good with the block. And I'm an Aquarius, so I compartmentalize. So it doesn't really affect me so much. I just be like, the good comments, the bad comments, delete blocks. That's how I deal with it. At least I think I'm dealing with it.
And you have to deal with a lot of, do you get a lot of negative people like trying to say negative things
always.
a lot? Okay.
Always. So that's why I was surprised when there wasn't bad feedback about the scene, because I'd been getting negative
all I heard was good stuff.
Yeah.
And I was before. I'm gonna be honest. Before, like when people were saying your name, it wasn't registering, even though I already knew who you were. And I was like, yeah, Zatima. She did this and this. Like she was just kind of telling me about the show or whatever. I think it was one of my friends. She was in that scene too. So it was just kind of telling me about it. And I was like, what?
She was in that scene? There's a lot of people in that scene.
Yes, it was. So yeah, that's how I originally kind of
Okay.
knew. I was like, okay. I was like, well, I can't wait to see. Like, and then when I saw it, I was like, okay, let's go. Like, yeah. And of course, you have so many other things to be accredited to, but that definitely like kind of
It's funny
kicked it off.
how that even with the series regular scene, I mean the series regular role on Zatima, I feel like that scene in All the Queen's Men is still how I'm mainly recognized, is particularly by men, which is always a little.
That's why we're gonna get into this little game, okay? And so it's kind of like smash or pass. The game is called action or cut. And so if you will smash him, you say action.
And
if you and it's just for fun. And if you would not, you just say cut. All right.
Yeah.
So how does your family feel about you? Well, I know you mentioned what your mom said, but like, how does your family? How do they support what you're doing, and how do they feel about seeing you on TV? Do they watch the show?
Oh yeah, they do. They
I'm
support.
sure they do.
I mean, they have always been like super supportive, and all my sisters were all in the arts. So actors, singers, we have it all. Like the whole family is blessed in that way. Even though I don't know how my mama did it, because she did not want any of us to go about.
We don't know how none of our
I don't know how
mamas
none of
did
this happened. But yeah, they've all been super supportive.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm happy for you. Listen, this is so dope. I'm glad to. I can't wait to see you do more things.
Thank you.
Because I'm sure there's more to come, and I know that everything for you is already going amazing. But I can't wait to see you do more stuff.